Good morning. Thank you for checking out the video. This is kind of fake news because I've actually recorded this intro already and managed to delete it. I've had to re-record it this morning, but it's not necessarily a bad thing because when I initially recorded it, I was really suffering with my allergies. Like, I was really suffering, and I've heard a few people say this, but this year, if you've never had hay fever or if you've always had hay fever, it's been particularly bad this year. And for me, that kind of like showed up in like puffy eyes, puffy face, even like puffy face. So the original intro clip, I was not only dealing with puffy morning face, I was also having puffy allergy face. So when I realized I deleted it, I was like, do you know what? It's a sign from the gods. So today, or last week, I did a leg session. The way that I'm going to set this little series up is just showing you exactly what I'm doing to achieve hypertrophy in my lower body. So over the past 6 months, I've been really focusing on hypertrophy and kind of like gaintaining, because even though I was eating in a surplus for a certain time, I wasn't trying to like gain too much and move too far away from like what is comfortable for me. So it's kind of been a bit like body recomp sort of process, and it's been excellent, and it's the first time that I haven't been coached in a long time. So it's been really nice to kind of like do all the exercises that I want to do, the ones that I enjoy doing. But of course the flip side of that is that I have kind of like pushed myself to burnout at certain times, and sometimes you kind of like play to your strengths. So you're training all the things that you like, but not necessarily things that you need to be doing. So even though obviously I do coach people, I always think it is good to have a coach, but I equally think it is good to have some time away sometimes to just kind of like run free for a little bit and do your thing. So that's what I've been doing, and I just thought I would take you along, little mini series, just showing you exactly what I'm doing today, or the time when this intro is made for. I was training with a friend of mine, Georgia. We trained legs and we had a good time. So it's a bit difficult for me to kind of like make this flow, so I think I'm just gonna like get into it. Okay, so today I'm actually having eggs with porridge. Usually I have protein, so just oats with some protein powder. I've actually run out of protein at the moment. I've been super disorganized, so I'm having porridge with a couple of eggs instead. So there's my oats prepared. I can never have just oats on its own. I mean, obviously I can, but I prefer not to. So just stuck some blueberries on top and some flax seeds. I use the flax seeds because they're really good for female hormone balance. So I like to use those, and I've definitely noticed some improvements with my cycle since I've been incorporating, since I've been incorporating the flax seeds. So yeah, nice easy way to get some phytoestrogens. It's got some omega-3 fatty acids in there as well. A little bit of fiber, yeah, so perfect. But since I'm actually running late, I'm actually just going to transfer this into this container, and then I want to get it. So good. My first meal of the day, it always just makes me feel like really energized and just settled and ready for the day. So yeah, I'm being chauffeured today. I won't show you my chauffeur because she's a bit camera shy. I've obviously got my makeup on now, but I can't even wear mascara at the moment because the allergies are just killing me. So literally, I just thought I'd make up for it with the brows, but yeah, I can't even wear mascara at the moment, so it's literally that bad. So this week, I think there's a couple of things I'm going to take out of my diet just to see if that sort of just brings the inflammation down enough to manage the symptoms. But after that, I think I'm going to have to go for the meds because I can't live like this. Okay, so starting off, we're on the pendulum squat. This is a high volume day, so I've left the heavy squats out of it for today, and we're going straight in with that pendulum squat, which is an excellent one for the quads. I specifically find that it builds up that VMO muscle, so you get that nice teardrop effect on the quads. And just before we get into the working sets, I'm doing 12 to 15 reps here, just getting some blood forced into the muscles. This is a technique that I picked up from one of my former coaches, and I definitely find that it helps. By the time you get onto those working sets, the muscles are pumped and ready to go. And then once we've done that, it's time to add some weight, baby. And here is gorgeous Georgia. This is her first time training legs with me, and it's also the first time that she's done the pendulum squat. This machine is not for the faint-hearted, and she did really well. what I love about the pendulum squat is it gets you right into that lower position where the calf is literally against the hamstring, so you're pushing up from full quad extension. So it's an excellent quad builder, probably one of my favorites. And now I'm moving into my working set. Throughout this whole workout, I train up until about 60 or 70% of my max. It's week 1 of the new program, and also I've had a bit of time off recently, so didn't want to go in too crazy for the first time. So yeah, here we are, 60 to 70% of the max, just getting lots of reps, making sure each one of the reps is high quality. Full range of motion is really important. I've found that to be an absolute game changer as well. Now typically as a powerlifter, I generally train in the strength rep ranges, so that's anywhere between 2 and 6 reps, but for the purpose of this block, I'm definitely doing more reps, so the working sets are anywhere between 8 and 12 reps, so we're really hitting that hypertrophy zone. And fair play to Georgia, she's actually just recovered from a virus, so I think this was her first session back, so you can see that she's struggling a bit. Okay, so now we're moving on to the single leg press, and here I'm getting a little bit frustrated because there's somebody screaming in the gym, and I don't know about you, but I need to concentrate when I'm lifting, like seriously, it requires concentration. So this is my first working set, and usually I would be lifting quite a bit more, but for some reason on this day the reps in reserve was hitting at the right point with a little bit less weight than usual. But at the end of the day, it's all about the RPE, or the rate of perceived exertion, and that's what we're going for. Now obviously if you find that you're not sort of pushing more weight every week, or you're constantly finding that the weights that you're programmed for are pushing you over that reps in reserve target, then there may be something to look at there. But given this is my first week back, I wasn't too concerned. Okay, so after that, it always makes me laugh because like I look at my program, I'm like, damn, who wrote this program? Like, who would give you reverse lunges after single leg press? Yeah, that'll be me. So here we are, reverse lunges. We're hitting the 12 to 15 rep range here to really burn out those quads. Now, as you can see here, Georgia is taking a slightly narrower stance, so she's going to be hitting even more quads, where I was taking a wider stance, which is going to be hitting more of my hamstring and gluteus. And right here we're just contemplating life, contemplating why we even started this leg workout. And then here we're just finishing up with some calves. Generally, when it comes to a high volume workout, I don't really like to do more than 4 exercises. There are several reasons for it, but especially for women, if you're starting to push that workout beyond an hour at a time, we're actually just heading into a zone that's just going to elevate too much stress for us. So I find that 4 exercises, hitting all areas of the legs, and just making sure that we're doing those with precision and getting those quality reps in, I find that to be highly effective. So this was actually the last exercise of the workout, and by this point we were absolutely done. Honestly, legs shaking. Yeah, it was a good workout. Wow, what a session. I actually forgot to do like a bit of a wrap up at the end. It's too noisy in the gym anyway. But yeah, no, I've just got back. I'm going to be having dinner in about an hour or so. But I obviously need to get some carbs in straight away. So I've just got some crunchy nut cornflakes. I'm at my mum's at the moment. So yeah, I don't have my usual selection of what I would have afterwards. But typically what I would have after training is some simple carbs, some very low fat protein and very minimal fat content. So yeah, this is just going to be like my simple carbs. I'll go and forage around in the fridge and see if I can find some protein in a minute. But as long as I get those carbs in, that is the main thing, because my legs are shaking. So yeah, no, but it's a really good session with Georgia. Definitely looking forward to dinner. So that would be some sort of meat with some starch, probably rice, macaroni, cheese, and lots of salad as well. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And then tonight I'm definitely going to be having a salt bath. So even though the weights that I was pushing today were pretty good, considering I've been off for a little bit, considering it's the first week back on a new block, they are on the lower end. But even still, like as I said, my legs are shaking absolutely dead. So it's a good session back, and I'm definitely glad that I did it. And yeah, that is it for today.